Okay, I'm sorry this isn't the video recording from class, but my original video failed to load on the YouTube, so here's my second attempt. Okay, so okay, show of hands, who here has eaten Cheetos? Yeah, most all of us. I have two. They're amazing. They're delicious. They're little nuggets of happiness. And you know, Cheetos and other companies they have several options um, when choosing their media to get their message across to sell their product. They use radio. They use internet. They use newspapers, magazines, and they also use television. And today I'll be talking about the power of television and how it's effective in selling a product and getting a message across. And I'm going to be using one commercial um, as an example, and it's a Cheetos commercial. Um, it's the Cheetos party commercial, which was filmed in 2012, just recently, where it has two men having a party, taking a break from their day, and they're construction workers are on a construction site. Um, and they're taking a break over a bag of Cheetos. So here's the commercial. Okay, a 2006 MSNBC article stated that 4 out of every 5 marketers say that television has lost its effect, has lost its persuasive power. Um, and I guess that's why I'm here today. I'm here to tell you how television has not lost its effect, um, how it's still able to sell a product effectively. And I'll be using this commercial as an example. I'll be analyzing the audience, I'll be analyzing how they portray the product in this commercial, and I'll also be saying how these two elements mesh together to form a truly persuasive commercial. So when I asked you all if you've eaten Cheetos, you all raised your hands, right? We've all eaten Cheetos, boys and girls. So I found it odd why only men were portrayed in this commercial, right? There were only 3 guys in a creepy Cheeto, but no women, right? I mean, women eat Cheetos. You know, girls in this class raise their hands just as much as the guys. And in fact, according to LexClist.com, which is an online demographic encyclopedia, the majority of Cheetos consumers are women. Only 41% of Cheetos consumers are men. So why would they pitch this commercial to an audience, to a demographic that isn't the sole buyer of their product? It doesn't make sense immediately. But the answer is, it may be counterintuitive, but companies do it a lot. They sell their product to an underrepresented demographic to try to bring in new customers, to try to bring in more of the underrepresented demographic. And that's what they're doing here in this commercial. They picked an audience that maybe doesn't buy their product a lot, and that's in this case men, and they're trying to bring more in. They're trying to bring more men in to buy Cheetos. But if you have an audience and nothing else, if you have an audience targeted and you just slap a Cheetos bag on the television, it's not going to sell much, right? You need context, you need a purpose, you need a portrayal of the product that's effective. And after looking at this video for a couple times, I noticed that Cheetos weren't front and center. Cheetos weren't, you kind of had to look. You had to look very closely to spot the Cheetos in this commercial. The commercial isn't portraying the Cheetos. It doesn't have the Cheetos front and center, showing off its aerodynamics or whatever it may be. It's in the background, and that's weird, right? Because it's a commercial selling Cheetos, but that's not true. This commercial is selling an idea. It's selling a break in the day. It's selling this idea of a balanced lifestyle, of a balanced day, and this is very important to the PepsiCo company, who owns Frito-Lay's, who owns Cheetos, and according to a 2010 PepsiCo annual shareholders report, a balanced they're trying to promote a balanced lifestyle, a more healthy lifestyle to consumers through their products, and you can really see it in this commercial. You can see how they're not selling a high caloric bag of Cheetos. They're selling this idea of a break in the day, and this is a very important portrayal of the product, because they're trying to make you believe what they believe instead of saying, here's a product, buy it. And I believe that's a very effective way to get your product across. So it's interesting to see these two elements of the audience and the portrayal of the product combine to form an effective commercial. So they do have an audience. They have an audience that is the working class male, right? These construction workers, and they also have the portrayal of selling this idea, right? They're selling this break in the day, and and they complement each other. They come together to form a coherent, very effective, persuasive commercial. Um, if for all the guys out there, if you were if you were working a construction site, if you were working a landscaping job, um, you'd want to break in the day, right? Those are laborious jobs. Those are hardworking jobs. Those are long hours. You'd want a break in the day, which is why it's so impressive that they would take this audience and sell them something they really want, and that's a break in the day, not a bag of extra calories. They can get that anywhere. But if they buy a bag of Cheetos, they're buying a break in the day. A 2010 New York Times article written by Manny Fernandez says that New York City is the largest consumer of Cheetos in the country. That's no big surprise, right? New York City is the largest city in the country. But if you look at it closely, New York City is always going. It's always go, go, go. It's never, there's never a time for a stop, never a time for a break. And so this is where the genius really comes in, because they found this audience, this demographic that they want to bring in more of, that's underrepresented, and they also have this audience that's already been captured, that's already buying their product, and they're selling an idea that would appeal to both. And that's where the true effectiveness comes from in this commercial. That's what makes it truly persuasive. Now, companies, all of these companies all around the world, they have many means to sell their product, right? And the internet, it's an upcoming thing. But television hasn't lost its power. I think television is still effective in persuading an audience to believe in their message or to buy their product. What we don't realize is that commercials are multi-layered. They're multifaceted. They have many aspects, many appeals that we just don't think twice about when we watch them. That tell our subconscious to buy this product, to believe what they believe, even though we're not willing to believe it. They're telling us to believe what the company believes. And they're telling us that we can have a break in the day, which is a tasty treat, no doubt, in our day-to-day lives. Thank you.